Chardonnay, welcome. New beginnings, welcome. How's everybody? Chardonnay, we'll open that box a little bit later so I can show the folks what you made. I'm gonna have to angle that fan so it doesn't blow my shirt off. There we go. Sorry about that. I had to. Fan was blowing. Parachuting my shirt. Hey man, I understand that. Waiting on the clock hit 4. Rumpelstiltskin, what's up? Sorry if y'all got feedback there. I took it off. Rumpel staying high to Heather. Like I said, Shard, we'll bring that box out. I did get it. You know where my attendance board is, Sorry, I don't know where I put that. But we'll have to find my board again and give you a mark for being first again. Kind of like that bigger West Desert mallet on this, the one with the oak on it. This is maple and ash, and it's smaller and easier to handle, but that bigger mallet was putting more of a, was laying the smack down. See? I mean, it makes easy work of that. Let's go back to the top. Because this side, look, I marred it. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to fix it. See this? See how badly marred that is? And there's another one on the other side. I'm going to take this thing and run it through the planer until I take off like 1/4 to 1/2 inch of material. And that's how I'm going to deal with that marring situation. Welcome, everybody. This is Dad's Workshop. So happy to have everybody here. Uh-oh, I just blew something out on the other side. I can feel it. A lot. Like a lot of material. It doesn't matter. That doesn't even matter, dude. We're playing both sides. I've had blowout on one side or blow on the other. As long as some of this shoulder is here, it's all right. I know it's ugly, but I'm going to be able to deal with it. Everyone. A little bit later than Dad's workshop usually comes on, but had some traveling to do today, and I just got back, so. You know, I got back from this trip today, you know. Is my chat not updating? Oh, okay. We got a lot of stuff going on in the chat. Great. Appreciate you. Woodshed by Dan. Welcome. Sorry I didn't see you. Carrie, welcome. Sorry I didn't see you. Pelado, welcome. Sorry I didn't see you. Quick question from Carrie. There seems to be a lot a blowout when chiseling. I'm sorry. That is true. So that's a statement, but let me see where the question is. Is that the material? All right, so it could be a part of the material. It could be part of my technique. I've never done a stringer for a ladder like this before. Maybe I'm rushing it a little. There's a lot of reasons, Carrie, that I could get blowout, but most of it is technique related, and it has to do with my rushing it. So it's operator error. It has nothing to do with them. I don't want to blame the material, really. It is tougher wood to work with. But yes, I have had a lot of blowout. I'm trying to go through 2 inches of material with chisels, you know. you sometimes encounter some difficulties with that. But that's an excellent question, Carrie. And Wes is here, so welcome, Wes. Yeah, it got warm again today for sure. Pilatus said, I want to blame the material. Yes, I want to blame the material, but I also don't want to look like a liar. There's definitely things I did that caused the blowout, but I considered it, I thought about it, and what I'm going to do, since this is way thicker than what even an adult needs on a ladder, to be honest, you don't need 2 2x4s to climb up. I'm going to take this in with my thickness planer on both sides, probably like 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to put that thickness planer to work, and it'll clean that edge up, and we won't even have to deal with it. So it doesn't even matter if I get blowout now. I might as well just punch through it. Please don't forget to like. Definitely like. Maybe if I use a small Forstner and go through several times rather than a big one time. What do y'all think? Let's try a small one. Oh, let's do stop cuts first though, guys. You know better. I know better, you know better. This mallet is perfect for this. The one that Wes got, Wes made. It has oak on it. It's oak laminated with, looks like, I don't think that's pine. I think that's something else. It's oak laminated with another hardwood. I think the mallet head's sliding a little. So well fit though. Sorry, microphone. I'm getting used to the weight of it now, I think. Which, I mean, it really puts a hurting on the mortises, so. Excellent question, Carrie, though. You know, there has been a lot of blowout, and it's been mostly my fault. Yep. I got to watch Benjamin use my mallet the other day when he was working on this really beautiful bowl on his live stream. It was a pleasure to watch him use it, even though he was marring the mess out of it because he was hitting metal with it. But in his world, like, he's gonna have to hit metal inlays into his wood, so he's gonna have to damage it. So I told him just no returns or exchanges. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Pilato said, doing it all wrong. Doing it all wrong, Calvin. Deny, deny, deny. Never admit wrongdoing. That would make me like a lot of people presently in the news. And outside the news. You should, Carrie said, I haven't used my chisels much, but I'm going to make something out of 2x4. That's a good idea. Find a nice clean 2x4, you know, with some fine grain on it. Find a section of it with no knots. Best kind is going to be like the white pine studs. Up in your area, you're going to find a lot that look like mine here. A lot of Douglas fir, because that's where it comes from. Up there in Pacific Northwest. But look for the white pine studs, because those are easier to work. Robert G in the house. Got 2 West Virginia residents up in here now. Alright, let's see if this translates here. Let's keep doing that actually. I'm going to move this down to the last one and go ahead and chisel the stop cuts on that so I don't forget. Now you see there is a knot close to that one. Stop cut's even more important in this application here. Move that bit. There we go. I don't know Rumpelstiltskin. Actually, I'm kind of considering using it again. Rumpelstiltskin said, what am I going to do with that abandoned curved upper deck railing? That's an excellent question as well, Rumpel. I was just telling Heather that I actually would like to use it, because I don't like the rail that I just built. I'm going back and forth. So I don't know, Rumpel. If I don't use it, do you want it? I mean, it's kind of hard to ship. It's a pretty piece. It's almost like a wood sculpture. I might get into wood sculpturing, man, because I'm going to be building a wood bender, and I could definitely get into doing. I got this guy following on Instagram. Does crazy wood sculpturing and furniture with laminated wood. It's really good. I mean, it's impressive. Well, you know, you can, believe it or not, ship things that are 8,000 miles away. But yes, you're right. I don't want to ship that 8,000 miles. Last thing I shipped across the world was the mallet to Benjamin Winkle over there in Daneland. Shout out to Wes Does It. This is the mallet that he made for us that we won. Love this thing. Oak, see the oak grain? Just the right weight for this kind of work. Also, I also admit when I make mistakes. So, Carrie, you hear it a lot when I do. I mean, this is a live woodworking show here, so you get to see the mistakes happen live, and I don't clean them up for my nice little clean video. You know. That's part of the fun here. We'll do the drilling in a minute. I've got those stop cuts made. I'm gonna go to the other rail. Yeah, man. Wes says never had anyone actually use one of my mallets but me. I feel official now. This is one of Wes's mallets. Subscribe to Wes's channel. Robert G, I think, has a channel. New Beginnings has a channel. A lot of folks in here have channels. Let me, Woodshed by Dan. Check out his channel, Pelado. Chardonnay maybe starting a channel. She does 3D printing and things like that. So a lot of crafters in here. I love this crafters roundtable. It makes me excited to have crafters around, you know. I need to get some lead for this or use a regular pencil. He used up Wes. I can answer that for you, Carrie. Carrie said, Wes, did you put tongue oil on it? Wes typically uses boiled linseed oil, so it's boiled linseed oil on there. I'll put another coat on so y'all can see. Well, I have linseed, but I also have tongue here. Boiled linseed oil, that's what I used on my first YouTube restoration woodworking project, which was my steamer chests. Carrie asked, how was the rest of my birthday? Carrie, it was excellent. Thank you for asking. It's a 15-degree angle this way. Let's do this. Yes, Carrie, it was very enjoyable. Heather and I just hung out and, you know, just chilled. You know, we don't mind. We're homebody types. That's a little further up. Look at that slit at the end. Would have been nice if that went on clean. Right there. I think I lost my 29mm template. We'll just have to do it manually. I think 1 3/8. Hey Mike, what's up? Got to go back. We're talking about my boys here. Carrie said she saw the short I did with the birdhouses. Yeah, enjoyed that. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. So this is going to be 1 1/4 from 1 1/8. 1 3/8 from the other side. And this side. About right there. See if I can get this square to give me a straight edge. Nah, I might have to use my... I want to take this opportunity to give a call to action. If you are a member, I want to say thank you to all my members. That's many of you in there. And then I would like to say that if you are not a member, to consider making that $2.99 investment per month. And whoa, what we got here? Oh man. Well, I guess I better get my drumsticks out. Mike with 10 gift memberships. Mike is making stuff, coming through in the clutch with the 10 gift memberships. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. There's like Dan's Homestead got one. Mike from Dan's Homestead. Ricker gets one. Orami, that's a good one there. They're all good. Bug I've seen around. I think I saw Bug. Oh, Mike Osborne, that's great. Yeah. Welcome, Terrific Tom and Michael S. Welcome all y'all. Welcome to the fam. Thank you. You know how there's supposed to be like 7 levels of hell or something? I think 3 of them are the 3 levels of IKEA. Dante said, like, this level is for the barterers and this level is for the lecturers, and these 3 levels are devoted to IKEA. Swedish meatballs, yeah. Man, people really do eat that in Minnesota though a lot. You go to what they call in Minnesota. What do they call them? They don't call them a potluck, but it's like a hot dish luncheon. That's what they call casserole in Minnesota, hot dish. I don't know if you ever heard that before. And so like Swedish food like lutefisk. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before. And meatballs, you know, some crazy meatballs with some crazy like different sweet type sauces on them. Yes, so you go into withdrawal on in IKEA because you're in there for so long. No matter what substance you're on, it's too long. Alcohol. Your high starts to wear off in there, you know. I've only been to one, and I'm thankful for that. I probably wouldn't go to another one. I think I'm gonna go with the bigger one. Oh, that's bad. Don't do that at home. I'll probably just ruin that bit. Oh, bye, Carrie. I didn't know Carrie had a roll. Well, if that didn't damage it, then dropping it on the floor certainly probably did. Forstners have little tiny screws on the top, or little tiny blade. I prefer the screws usually. Let's go from the outside to the end because the blowout matters less there. But like I said, I'm gonna surface plane or thickness plane both of the sides of these 2x4s until they're clean. Is Dan rolling out? Which one? Woodshed by Dan. Oh, I understand, man. Check on your dad, dude. Family's the most important thing. That did some good stuff. Hopefully it hit the chuck when I was going down through here. I want to shout out Mike is Making Stuff again. If you're a member and you want to promote your channel in here, I told Heather the other day, I've been meaning to tell y'all, feel free. Use my chat to promote your channel. That's a member privilege for me, man. You know? So if Mike wants to take a second to talk about his channel, or Wes wants to take a second to talk about their channel, or Carrie, or Dan is rolled out, and there's several others, Pilato. Take a second, you know, if you're a member, and talk about your channel. If you're not, become a member before you start plugging yourself up in here. You know what I mean? There you go. Everybody subscribe there. There you go. Ah, so she figured it out. Power right there, man. I want to thank everybody for being here as we race to 2,500 subs. So please do subscribe. Consider becoming a member. Talk about it. Mike has Mike has a fundraiser in CTP that he's doing. Oh, is this your son to go on his choir trip? Well, man, that's a very noble reason to raise money. So Mike's kid needs to raise some money to go on a choir trip. I'm a former music teacher and choir director myself, so I can completely relate with that. I would probably be the guy calling Mike's house saying, "Hey, we got to get him on this trip. What can we do to get him on this trip?" You know. So, done the trips and all that stuff myself. Highly respect what arts teachers are doing. Branson, there you go. Kind of a theater and music town there. Branson, Missouri. Not too far, but a good location for a choir. Oh, I lost my head. So this is what I'm going to do. This is Wes Mallet. He did a great job of dry fitting this. I think what I'm going to have to do is maybe wedge it. I don't want to put anything in through that handle, actually. I'm going to glue it up and clamp it down, I think. It still works. All you got to do is just reset it. And it didn't snap. Some of my mallet heads snapped, so. I don't want to break it on accident, though. It is so hot. Welcome, everybody. Uh-oh. Let's do this. Yeah, it's expensive to take kids on trips places, man, for sure. So Mike says it's about 900 plus. So if anybody out there also is of the means to be able to make donations Mike's direction, absolutely, please do. Click that link that Miss Heather put in the chat. This wood is brittle though. It's a Carey's point. Very brittle. Really? No chat for a while, eh? Let me check my other device here. Plywood, welcome. Oh, okay, yeah, mine's not updated. Sorry about that, Plywood. Wish I had some technical experience. It does look like my screen is a little outdated too here. I just got myself at the back end of that chisel. Just laying there. There we go. That sound that you just heard, it's not a particularly great sound when it comes to like punching through a mortise. It's the sound of blowout. When you hear it snap like that down the grain. And this one's incredibly wonky, man. I don't know what I did with this. It's really ugly. Luckily, you won't see any of that. We welcome Plywood to the chat, member Plywood. Thanks again to Mike for making that very generous donation of 10 gift memberships. I like to keep my members, so I try to do member oriented stuff every single day. I missed a couple days there because I was out of the area. Couldn't focus too much on anything but doing a couple shorts with my kids. But other than that, man, we're going to do member stuff every day. Members are going to be rewarded. Doesn't matter if you're a gift member or a long-term member. Now let's go down. See, my chat doesn't update. Yeah, see, your kid's nice, man. Mike said he already hit me with, you know, Dad, I don't have to go. That's a sweet kid, man. But you know he has to go. You know how that is. He needs this. This is wonky as all hell. Nah. Pilato said, how many kidneys are you selling? Oh, I almost tripped on my stringer there, guys. Heard my pencil hit the floor. It look like it got a little English to it, doesn't it? Five. 4. 3. Oh yeah, Mike can sing, dude. What was he singing the other night? He was hitting a note run from a oldie, and I knew the oldie right away. Both Carrie and I knew it right away. Name that tune wise, it was no problem. But I can't remember the song. Maybe if Carrie was in the chat, she'd remember. Actually, Chardonnay fish are some of the longest living species of animals on the earth. The Greenland shark can live like over 200 years. And that's a fish. Some catfish have lived longer than people. Yep, he doesn't remember because he was goofing. If you pass that on to your son, he's going to do very well in course. You know. "15-year-old bass," yeah, I could see that. It doesn't count though if it's big mouth Willie bass and it's been on your wall for 15 years. Take me to the river. Put me in the water. That's one of Big Mouth Willie Bass's songs. Had a great time on Saturday night for the birthday thingy-majiggy. I don't think the algorithm knew what was going on. It just felt like it got whacked upside the head with this birthday stuff from this woodworking dude. But we still had a great time. I had a great time. Thanks everybody for entertaining me. Yeah, Greenland shark. So thank you for fact checking me there, Robert. I was just going off my my memory. I do not mind being fact checked. Greenland shark, as all sharks, is a fish. And I know that there are catfish in the Mississippi that have been caught that were 100 years old. Usually the big ones are old, 60, 70 and over. As old as an old person. Take me to the river. Man. Probably getting cut on my hand from that other chisel. That thing has sharp. The mortise chisel, actually, this whole edge is like razor sharp right here. Very sharp thing, man. He must be talking about his wife. Mike says you can't carry a tuna in a dump truck. Blatant lie. I heard him the other night. Take me to the river. I want to thank everybody for joining me for this special edition of Dad's Workshop, afternoon edition, afternoon evening edition. Most of the time you can get up in the morning and have a cup of coffee and I'll probably be on. I'll be on earlier. I got to get that exercise in to get my mind right. This way, so this can come out on the top just a bit. I don't want to do what I did on that last one and really flub it up. I mean, it's going to be okay, but you can still not drink coffee and still watch, and I'm on in the morning. I'll say 10:15 is my daily average. We'll call it 10:15. For some of you, you're already at work. I noticed a lot of you, when I go on 8, 9, you guys are on the way to work. So it's hard for you to watch. So 10, 10:30 is like a little sweet spot in there. And then I go on usually till about, a lot of times till 1 or 2-ish. And on and off. Hey, Woodchucker, welcome. Caleb, oh, welcome. If I've missed anybody, Heather, let me know. I don't want to miss anyone in the chat. Shout out to Wes for making this mallet and sending it my way right now. It's like the only mallet that can do this kind of work right now. That's not bad. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th one is this bottom one. Last ladder I made was first step was too high up. That's right, Mr. said graveyard crew, baby. That's right, that's right. Like Jay and Silent Bob. Are they graveyard crew? They just like show up at the corner store anytime. Mm-hmm. 50 likes, appreciate y'all, man. Oh, 55 likes. Well, Pilato said French press, why not American? Well, you know, just like I think the French make better stuff than the Americans. It's like, you know, the food is better in France, and they're so much better, and they live so much better. Well, they do live better for a lot of reasons. I'm not getting into today. We're not getting into politics. But the French, you know, everything French is better. French perfume, Chanel, you know. So a French press must be better, right? Ah, Benjamin Winkle. Well, the European, leave it to the European to start giving us European propaganda like the French have better cheese and all that. If you like your cheese with a hint of snobbery, the French do make good cheese. Just notes of snobbery on the outside. I'm just kidding. French people can be very nice people, especially the people in the south of France. My grandfather had a lot of good stuff to say about them. He spent a little time there back in 1944 and 1945. Take me to the river. Now you got Big Mouth Willie Bass song stuck in my head. So we're talking about singing competitions, and we're talking about old bass. And you know the natural thing next is Big Mouth Willie Bass. Absinthe, ooh, fancy stuff. You got to pour it through a sugar cube and all that. Yes, but you must pour through a sugar cube. This is not absinthe. Jägermeister is like fake absinthe, right? Real absinthe is distilled from wormwood, which is poisonous. Am I right? So we're woodworkers, so we know a little bit about wormwood, probably. Oui, oui. Welcome, Ben. Sorry, Ben. Benjamin, also known as BW Wood Turning, is in the house. Appreciate you being here, Benjamin. Yeah, Jägermeister, I think, is supposed to be like absinthe flavored, I guess. There's a licorice flavor to absinthe. I feel like they probably used sassafras in some way, shape, or form, but I have to look it up. Man, using wormwood and sassafras, you got the hardest working liver in the area. I've tried it. It was okay. It's illegal in the United States, actually, I think. Real absinthe. I think it's not even legal in a lot of European countries. It's mostly like, I think it's France, maybe one other country where you got that legal option. Where it's a legal consumable beverage. Here you would have to like, but it's supposed to be like hallucinogenic and all these other things. I just have doubts about that. Let me do this like this. It's juniper, eh? Well, that's gin. So they're making absinthe out of the same product as they make gin out of. Benjamin Winkle with the Danish crowns, 20 Danish crowns. Thank you so much. Let me like that. Boom. Mallet is still holding strong. Glad for that. Thank you so much. I did send Benjamin a mallet. But let me use these two mallets. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate you, man. 20 Danish crown super chat. Angle's going that way. Let's do this. How did I just have it, guys? Pilato, stop. Stop rearranging my speed square. And don't make a smart remark about how it's not square shaped. Today, it must have been Pilato because I couldn't find my pencil lead that goes in my mechanical pencil. Generally, that's a Pilato thing, you know. That's what I found, you know, at least in my experience. It's his fault. See, I will blame myself for my woodwork. I will blame Pilato for losing stuff. And that's how I do it. Just, you know, it's just like to balance the universe out. That ain't right. Maybe it is right. It's supposed to be like right here. I'm using my protractor because my brain's not working. Benjamin Winkle says he's going to go buy a 4th camera for a stream. I feel like it's needed. Benjamin, big shout out for the super chat. Mike, also big shout out for the donated 10 memberships today. I so much appreciate that. We will continue to do stuff for our members on a daily basis, man. Just as I said, I'm not going to stop doing that. Just got back from a little tiny hiatus, I would say. And now we're going to get back to doing what we do here in Dad's workshop. Building stuff out of cheap stuff that looks nice. Oh gosh, that just messed my angle up, dude. No, that's not bad. That's it. That's the right spot right there. Oh, Shard. Oh, it's Caleb's out. Bye, Caleb. Bye. See you later, buddy. Thanks for being in. Thanks for hanging out. Now, the other thing I could do that I did not do last time, do this also. Boom. Line these up. Get an idea where the center of this is. I'll just set my pencil on that gap. Question is, should I get a PTZ camera or a regular camera? That's a Heather question right there. Heather's the cinematography and film student, so I'm gonna let her field that question. What is a PTZ camera? Somebody educate me. Oh, okay. Well, you know, they do have remote control capabilities for a lot of cameras now. You could technically do that with an Apple Watch, you know. You can actually view your viewfinder too on your Apple Watch. I use it all the time to take family pictures and stuff. But it may be different for streaming, that is true. Alright, let's get this mortise chisel out and the bigger mallet. Now, mortise chisel, these edges are designed to be sharp, so as they go in, they actually take material off the sides. Unlike a normal chisel with that bevel, is the only sharp part, right? The sides of the chisel aren't sharp. On a mortise chisel, the sides are actually sharp too. You kind of got to be careful when you handle them, like as I said earlier. Yeah, man, with wood turning, it's all about that up close shot too. How accurate that and detailed that close up is. Benjamin says GoPros have no zoom, and I need that. Yeah, you do. You can't. You got to keep it kind of away from your lathe, I imagine. Oh, my mallet head's going again. I'm gonna take this mallet from Wes and put it up for a minute and do that necessary repair so I don't break it. So what'd you decide, Benjamin? What are you gonna get? Unless you're already gone, because I know you gotta go. Yeah, like that one Christmas decoration that you sent me on Facebook, right, Robert G? That was a Christmas decoration, right? The one with the ring on it? Sorry. Robert G knows what I'm talking about. Oh, the Christmas tree. That is correct. The Christmas tree. Yeah. That's what it was. Still don't know what the ring was for, though, you know. I'm going to take the Forstner bit and drill through these corners so I know establish where my corners are. Actually, might take a regular bit to do that. Just pop through here. Ooh, wow, I just hit that metal down there. It's bad. So right here. This. Oh, I just broke that bit off in there, dude. Because I can't, I got to use a chisel that I don't care about here. The other option is I can try to pry it out with my multi-tool. I knew that was a cheap looking bit. Oh, that was easy. That actually tells me right there where it is. Yeah, that's better. Better idea where that middle is. Before I go, I do want to show y'all Chardonnay sent something. I want to show it to the audience. Pretty cool thing. You'll have to give me a second to go grab it. I'm worried about that a bit here. Thank you for that 65th like, folks. Make sure you do double tap that screen, like this video. Like smokes, I kept my reading glasses on too long. That's both my drumsticks. And it's still just a little bit on the tight side. Wonder if that's blowing out the other side. I don't even want to look. Some loose, some tight. This is why you learn, you know, and you do better the next time. Chardonnay, I think I'm gonna unbox that thing tomorrow in the morning or in the evening, and I'll cut a short from it. Definitely do it on live. I think if I did it now, I'll get less attention. Everybody's kind of filing out. But definitely want to show folks what she sent, what she did. Gotta wait for this thing to support, dude. Don't want to fall apart if I take it off this thing. So a lot of squaring up that has to happen. Looks like this leg here, or this step, needs some adjustment. Drop that shoulder a little on that one to get it level. It's kind of pinching it in upward a little bit. Definitely has to sit in those mortises, and this leg has to sit against the floor, so they can't be curved in any way. And it can't lean. It looks like it's leaning a little bit to the left, so. Oh, Carrie here. Oh, no, it's a little crooked. It has to be adjusted. So the shoulder, you can see it's kind of sitting flat from that angle, but yeah, there are some steps that are not sitting in the shoulders properly. Yeah, Carrie, it's the thing is that it actually is going to take adjustment for me to get. See, you can see that third step from the bottom. That one side's not sitting all the way in that dado. So. Oh, do I have 69? It looks like 67 on my end. Chardonnay, I don't know if you caught me saying I'm gonna unbox that thing tomorrow on live, if that's all right. Yeah, so yeah, there is still some unlevel bits to it. I made sure that everything was lined up, so it's all about adjusting the pieces in there. My last ladder design was different, so this is kind of a new thing for me here. But this is what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna roll out today. I appreciate everybody being here. I want to say thank you to Mike for the 10 gift memberships, to Benjamin, who's probably gone, for his Danish Crown super chat, then Chardonnay for the shipment. We're gonna show in the live tomorrow what she did with her 3D printer and some RFID stuff. Thank you all so much for being here. Yeah, my eyesight is really going. I don't know what I'm going to do with this rail here, so let me show you all this before I go. This rail right here, I really like this rail, but it may not get ever placed into the bed because I'm thinking about using the curved rail that y'all see up there as my rail. So, I don't know. But right now, I want something to do with that. I just don't know what I'm going to do with it. Appreciate everybody, all my members, Plywood, Mike, Wes, Rumpelstiltskin, Mr., new member, Bug, Mike from Homestead by Dan, Dan's Homestead, Dan from Woodshed by Dan. So I'm getting it right now. Palato, Robert G. Early on, we had another gentleman from West Virginia, New Beginnings Woodworks, Carrie, of course, Carrie. And Heather B, my right hand, and the other half. And Plywood, Chardonnay. Did I say anybody? Did I miss anybody's, any member's name? Rumpelstiltskin. Shout out Rumpelstiltskin. I think I got everybody. And also member Woodchucker, Caleb. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all from my heart. I really, really hope I'll see you tomorrow. And everybody have a great night. Do the next right thing, and enjoy your Tuesday evening with your family. Thank you again for coming. Bye.